guy, 6:00 this morning. He's like, hey, I got a big match coming up at New Japan All-Star Junior Festival. That's this Sunday in Philadelphia. It's also going to be available on Fight TV. He's going to face Goldie. Okay. He's got a big old batch of G Fuel for all of us, and he's ready to go. He is the one and only Vinny Pacifico.
That's a fact. Thank you for having me.
Had it ready, had it going. He's good. How many deep are you today, by the way? Because it's 10:15. Half. Okay.
Half deep.
Have you slept?
Yeah, I slept really good last night.
Okay, good.
Went to bed early last night.
Early? Yeah, but what's early?
8. Woke up at 11. Stayed up for an hour. Back to bed. Woke up at 8.
Now, don't lie to the people here, Vinny. You did not wake up at 8 because you messaged me at 7:30. So I know you were up at least 7:30.
Yeah. 7:30. Like I had a bed at 8.
There you go. All right. Oh, you messaged me from bed. I don't know how our significant others are going to feel about that there, Vinny.
Toughest man alive.
Talk to us about New Japan. You mentioned this on the Card Angle podcast.
Yes.
when you did that a couple weeks ago. You said, I think I'm going to be working with New Japan soon. And then last night got announced you're facing Goldie at All-Star Junior Festival. It's Saturday, Joel, August 19th, not Sunday, August 20th. No, Multiverse is Sunday.
Multiverse is the 20th. My mistake. You're right. All-Star Junior Festival is the night before. I'm on the Impact beat, so I got to think of the Impact stuff. You're right. Sorry.
All right. So tell us how this all came about and what fans can expect.
They can expect a lot of energy, as always, and G Fuel. But like I said, I'm very grateful for New Japan. This has been in the works for quite a while. Been talking to them for a bit, seeing when it could work out, and now, hey, it worked out. Timing's everything, I believe, and I've never been more ready in my life. Very excited for this. This is something I've had on my list for the longest time, New Japan, and ever really thinking back when I started at like 15, I was like, New Japan would be amazing, but at the time when I was 15 to starting out, it didn't seem very likely, you know. But over the years, you work hard and you make things happen, and I'm so happy it's happening. I'm grateful.
We had Jordan Oliver on the show 2 weeks ago.
Love him.
Not too long ago. Jordan Oliver, great dude, and a lot of people have said a lot of kind things about him. And he mentioned to us, he's going to be on the show. He's teaming with Nick Wayne.
Yep.
And he mentioned I hope this kind of leads to more with New Japan. Like, is that what you're shooting for here? Maybe some more opportunities.
I would love to work for New Japan, and I would love to go to Japan. Also, that's a very big goal of mine. Has been a goal of mine. Not only to wrestle, but Japan's beautiful, the culture. But the wrestling in Japan is very sacred, and that's something I have a deep passion for, and I would love the opportunity to go over to Japan. So yes, hopefully I go out there Saturday, show out, and it leads to more. I'm very optimistic, and I'm hoping that I do get to go to New Japan in the future. I work for New Japan again in the future, yes.
When you're presented with this and you were talking about, being a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling as a kid, they do a lot of different tournaments and a lot of different special events. Was there one that always kind of stuck out to you as something you wanted to be a part of more than any of the other New Japan events?
The Tokyo Dome is definitely goal number one for me to wrestle there in the Tokyo Dome. That's one of the I would say for most wrestlers, that's a goal for, I would hope, or I would think, because it's just what it is. Tokyo Dome, like, you don't need to really explain what it is. When you hear it, especially if you're in wrestling.
What about like the New Japan Cup or the G1 or any of those kind of?
The G1, hands down. Yeah. Seeing how every year it just gets bigger and bigger with the mainstream, it just gets better and better, and it's just amazing to see. And I love to see it, and I love watching it, and it's just amazing.
Okay, hold on. Now we got to fantasy book this. I'm sorry. We're gonna fantasy book. Who's joining the V block? Who's in the Vinny block in the G1? Who do you want? The V block. We're gonna make a V block just for Vinny. Who's he facing? Who's in the block with you?
Please face Yano. I need you interacting with Yano.
Okay.
I don't even know if it needs to be a match. Just you guys just chilling, watching DVDs, drinking some energy drinks. That's all it needs to be.
Energy drinks. No, definitely. Tanahashi, Zack Sabre Jr. One of them. Zach's been very impactful on my career early on as well. So that's definitely something that would be very deep for me. Brian Danielson is like I put him in that category because again, he's worked there, he's doing it. He's one of the guys who could wrestle anywhere. So he's somebody that, like I said, he's always been a dream match for me as well. That's the V block, I would say. Yeah.
How has Zach been influential on your career? I don't think I know
Zach?
about this. Yeah.
So we rode to a show together years ago. So I'll go on a tangent here. I worked at 16 years old. I was working for ShopRite, and I was just working, and I had a booking. I was very young. I was very new to this, so I was just like, "Hey, Vinny, we have this opportunity for you to wrestle for this company. You're gonna be riding with Zack Sabre Jr., so take advantage, you know." And I was like, "Of course." And my boss said I can't get out of work, and that was like the hardest thing because no one could cover for me. No one was able to take the shift, so I quit. I had another job lined up. I ducks in a row, of course, but that was it. That was it. I had to quit. And look, like I said, Zach was the coolest guy. Watched my matches, gave me advice. Watched my match at the show, and he was awesome. And for years on, he's been always awesome to me. Always cool to me. We always talk. And he's a dream match for me. His style of wrestling, his grit, I just love it.
Can you call him a wanker though? So like I can get a clickbait headline out of this so he can like respond to that. And then we can book this match.
Zach, you wanker.
You know, he responds to the trash talk. He's not gonna respond if you're just nice to him. He's gonna be like, oh, you know, Zach,
you're a piece of shit. Let's wrestle. Let's settle in the ring. Come on.
There we go. You're wrestling Alex Shelley coming up.
Yeah, he'll be there Saturday as well. That one was random, but something I've wanted for the longest time as well. He's just above many people. He's a great guy too. Like if you could pick his brain, talk to him, do it. He's a great person to learn from. Not only wrestling, but he's also a physical therapist and a PT guy. So if you want to learn about that, that's great too. Me and Emmett have talked about that as well. So yeah, Alex Shelley's gonna be a really cool match. That's at FWE in North Carolina, September 10th. Tickets are on sale. Be there for the Impact title.
You're gonna win the Impact title, show up in Impact, and then
of course I am.
Just take over Thursday nights.
That's great. You know what? I don't know, Vinny, if you're familiar with the we call it the ITW push.
Mm-hmm.
All of our interviewers or interviewees, I should say, if they have an interview with us, if they sit down and chat with us, and whatever match they're promoting, they win that match.
Okay.
So you gotta step up. You gotta keep that going because I don't think anyone. We may have, but I just ignore them. We may have had a couple people not win, but that doesn't matter. Most people they win when they show up on this show. So you gotta win.
I'm gonna win. I will beat Alex Shelley any means necessary.
There's the headline right there.
Tell us about the partnership with G Fuel, because again, this is another Kurt Angle show. Why are you giving Kurt Angle all the scoops? I thought you know we're pals, Vinny.
We are pals. I don't know. It was so random and it just happened. No, the G Fuel story is a great story and it's very funny. So I wake up in the morning, I get an email. Can't get too into detail, but I could say my contract was ended because of a public lawsuit they had with Monster. So that had to come to an end. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, shit, this sucks. Because I feel like when Bang got me on their team and signed me, that led to a lot of really big things for me personally. Because the name value it brought me, the eyes it brought me. And it got me some really cool opportunities as well outside of wrestling. So once that ended, I was like, damn, this really is not ideal. So I had other companies reach out to me to sign me, and they didn't because of Bang. I reached out to one of them. At the time, they said they moved on. You know, no opportunity right there. Then I remembered I used to have talks with G Fuel back then last year. So I hit up the CEO. We talked. I got a phone call the next day, and that was it. We figured something out. They have really good expectations of me, and they have really good ideas for me of things they want to do with me in the future, which is going to be really nice, I think. I'm really excited for that partnership because they're a lot more interactive with their people. You know, there may be a commercial featuring Power Punch, possibly. It's just they have a lot of really big opportunities, and they have a lot of investment into me so far. Even they've been sharing my stuff everywhere. They've been promoting me. It's really cool, and I'm very lucky because they're a great brand. They have a great message. Their fans are awesome. Their fans are like the best fans: gamers, anime, some wrestling fans, cartoon fans, superhero fans. It's phenomenal. So it's just, once that happened, I feel like took me to the next level as well in terms of just outreach, name value. And the fact that they have this much faith into me, and the fact that they've given me ideas of things they want to do with me and push it even further, I'm all for it. And I love it. I'm very lucky.
I love this question from Ryan in the chat. Has Vinny considered selling toy energy drinks as merch, or even like a plushy energy drink? You think G Fuel will be down with that?
Yes, they would be. They'd be very down with that. And Ryan, that's a genius idea. Thank you. I'm going to use that. I did not think of that. I did think about mini energy drink keychains, but that's a better idea.
You might have to give him a cut.
We're not giving Ryan anything
That's
on
true.
this. Absolutely not.
His show ends up on AEW Collision. People make signs. It's fine.
Ashok asks, what's your go-to on the G Fuel energy drink?
Energy drink, or is it because there's energy drinks and then there's bottles? So the drink can, so far, I'm really a big fan of Sonic Peach Rings, Naruto, and I really liked what was it? Naruto was really good. Tetris. So I'm in the locker room the other day. It's a flavor on the can. Tetris Blocks, whatever it is. And I love Tetris as a kid. I was playing it all the time. So I'm backstage at a show this weekend. I think I was in West Virginia Saturday, or I was in Minnesota Sunday. I was backstage at one of the shows, and I'm drinking Tetris. And I'm like, yo, this is delicious. And I'm like, drinking it. And someone's like, Tetris, what does that even mean? How's that a flavor? And I'm like, bro, it tastes like blocks. And I don't know how to explain that, but it tastes
that doesn't sound good.
It's incredible. Do you ever have the Legos that snip on, but they're candies?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's what it is. It's incredible. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
All right, can you send me a case of G Fuel? I need all the fuel that I can get being up early with the kids being back in school.
Yes, and the best part about G Fuel is some of their cans have 300 milligrams caffeine, and some have 140 milligrams. So you can do light or you can do heavy, whatever you want.
I want all the caffeine.
That all sounds like never going to sleep again.
I need all of the caffeine being up this early and working.
Let me know what flavor you want. I got you.
I don't know, variety pack me. I want to sample everything, and then I'll start, becoming a regular customer and supporter, largely just to support you.
Hell yeah, thank you, J Fuel.
Yeah, look at that. We can rebrand all of it. That'd be great. I'll do the Cody Rhodes bit of drinking it and be like, that's good, and then picking which one I like. G Fuel's not paying us, but I'll do it to support you and support your brand.
Thank you. Hell yeah, they're great people. They're great people. They're very cool. They're very down to earth. Like I said, I'm more than pleased with everything they've had to offer me, or everything they had to run by me as well. Their talent manager, Eddie, the coolest guy you'll ever meet, and also a wrestling fan too. So that makes it even better for me because now he understands what I'm doing. He gets it. Some people don't get wrestling. Like Bang did not understand wrestling. They just saw what I did on that spot, and they were cool with it, but they didn't understand how wrestling is. Eddie, my boy Eddie, hope he sees this. He understands how wrestling is. Not fully, but gets what's important, what's cool, what matters. Like that type of stuff. To Bang, wrestling was just wrestling. They didn't really know what was big, what was small, what was a cool opportunity. They really didn't know.
What was it like talking to Kurt Angle being on his podcast, because he does not have a whole lot of, he didn't do a lot of interviews really, and then he put you over there at the end saying, big things in your future. So what was it like to, I know you're a big Bryan Danielson fan, and he's one of your influences and idols, and I mean, look, Kurt Angle, one of the top ever. So what was it like to talk to him?
I love Kurt. I've been a fan of his also for so many years as well. As a kid, I remember one of the first matches I ever watched was No Mercy, Cena versus Kurt, and that was phenomenal. Like I quickly latched onto Kurt quick because he has it. I feel like he has the it factor, whether it be wrestling character or it all just fit with him. Like nothing seemed to be out of place at all with him ever. So I just latched onto that quick. Cause if you watch him, you see how phenomenal he is. My mom used to love Kurt Angle as well. She used to like, oh, he's gorgeous. I was her favorite wrestler. She used to think he's gorgeous. So every time I'd play the video game or every time his music would play, she would run in the room to watch. It was the funniest thing. And then, like, she bought his figure, and I go home. I was like 8 or 9, maybe 10, going from school, and I see a Kurt Angle figure, and I'm like, oh, she got me a gift. This is cool, but it wasn't for me. It was for her. She put it on her china closet.
In the box or out of the box?
Out of the box.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she pulled it out. She had to.
Oh no.
It's still there, I think. Like if I go to her house and I look, I could find the Kurt Angle. I probably find 2 of them. She had one of them with like the dark blue, and then she had, I think, one of the white singles with the hair. She's funny. My mom's hilarious. No, she loves Kurt. So, but yeah, that's one of the guys who I used to watch growing up and just really latched me onto wrestling. It was him, Boogeyman. Because how do you not see the Boogeyman and be like, holy shit, Rey Mysterio was really cool. So it was a combination. At first, it was a lot of the characters of wrestling to get me involved into wrestling, get me into wrestling. Then the wrestling got really into it, like Kurt, Brian, people who could really wrestle. Because to me, that's just the ultimate. As a fan, you love that shit, So yeah, I would say the characters got me into wrestling at first, and then I started to learn to love the in-ring aspect of it. Which I said that before in some other podcasts, but it's true.
So you're going to be in a room with a bunch of New Japan Pro Wrestling stars. Which one of them? And you can peek behind the curtain if you really want, because I know you got plans to do some social engagement with them. Who needs a G Fuel beverage the most out of the New Japan locker room?
I think we all need G Fuel, don't we? But I'll answer your questions. I'll give you a good answer. Good question. Definitely Alex Shelley, I feel like, would really benefit a G Fuel. That's something I thought about. Alex Shelley, Rocky Romero.
Oh, Rocky on G Fuel would be just fantastic.
Oh my God. I thought about that the other day. I was like, what if Rocky had a G Fuel? Like, how would he? It would be like Cloud9. Cheeseburger. I already gave him 2 bangs, but G Fuel's different than bang. So yeah, those people I would definitely like to caffeinate this weekend.
Would Enzo do anything? He's there this weekend. We've got he's a certified G, so you can't teach that.
Oh my God. I didn't even. You guys getting?
I feel like that's something that just like writes itself. You doing something with Enzo there, and he's always down for these like social media viral type of things.
Yeah, he's great.
So.
Yeah, that's genius. I didn't even think to like put 2 together on that one. So hell yeah.
Come on, Vinny. I know it's early for you, but come on. You need to pay me a cut for writing these bits for you.
I'll pay you with G Fuel. G money.
I appreciate it.
I was going to say we're already on that train.
I appreciate it. Look, I'll take free stuff. I don't care. I'm trying to get what I can.
Yeah, right. No, I can tell them like so. Real quick, I'll get hate for this. I love candy corn. G Fuel had a candy corn line last year, and it's gone. And I didn't get it in time, and I'm really upset.
Bring it back. But you got the power and the influence.
have
You can
to.
push this and get it back. It's almost Halloween too. We got a couple
Yeah.
months, but you got to get it
They have
back.
to be like, what? They say, Vinny, we're gonna send you a big box in the mail. Give us flavors you want. We're gonna give you whatever you want. Just to, I was like candy corn, and they're like, oh man, we don't have that one anymore. But if I get my own energy drink, it will be like an energy drink that you've never had in your life.
Are we still doing the marshmallow? That's what we talked about last
yes,
time. The
marshmallow. So something with marshmallow has to
Yeah.
be done.
I don't know.
It
if
hasn't
you
been
wanna-
done, but it must. And if it'll be anybody, it'll be me.
I feel marshmallow energy drink would be good. I feel like you could pull that off.
Yeah.
Last one for you, Vinny, and I appreciate you joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
on
Hell
short
yeah.
notice. You have an elite shirt on. Pretty sure that's what that says. Are you trying to hint at something on this show?
I mean, I would love to work there, but not to hint. I actually found this shirt in the gym and I took it with me.
Oh yeah, why are you outing yourself as a thief? Don't do that.
No, it was my friend's shirt. My friend
Okay.
Jason. He wore it to the gym and he left it in the locker. And a week later, I see it in the locker still. And I'm like, this is a nice shirt. How do these guys? So I took it with me. I washed it and I kept it.
All right. I'm not trying to.
Sure.
I like the part.
I'm
where
not trying to
he
get you in
watched
trouble. Wait, I do actually a real last one. Oh, that I will.
No,
I
please,
will try to
listen.
get you in trouble.
No, please ask me away. Ask away.
Why do we have beef now and you crediting Sean Ross Sapp for, everything that has happened on Fightful when Sean Ross Sapp has never written an article in his life?
He never has.
No, he has. He did it way before.
I was gonna say
I did it.
No beef. No beef. None of the beef, please. I have no. You guys were the start of my Fightful adventure. Remember the candle?
I do. That was one of the best moments on our show when you had your box of candles pulling out. That rolled.
Bro, I was pulling those things out like candy. Remember that shit? I had I had leather flavor. I had fall, autumn, tree.
I owe you a Harry Potter candle whenever I see you. Whenever you're back in the area. I know I wasn't able to make the show last time. It was a little bit of a drive and had stuff going on. But next time when I see you, I got a Harry Potter candle for you.
Thank you so much. Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. Is it butterbeer flavor?
No, I think it's just like a vanilla thing, but it's a
the logo,
cool Harry Potter packaging type of deal. I'll next time I go where I get this place, which is literally just a Giant Eagle grocery store, I'll look and see if there are just like different types of flavors or
they got some really cool stuff going on these days. Like if you I'm a big fall fan. I love fall stuff, horror stuff. I just bought a pumpkin carving candle. It's incredible. Like I said, candle set vibes.
Well, I got a Harry Potter candle for you, but but don't duck the question of why we have beef. Crediting Sean Ross Sapp.
I tried to dodge that question. No beef, just good vibes, Jeremy.
All right, I'll squash things with you. Everybody just credits Sean for these articles that I write. Nobody reads the byline, and it gets upsetting, gets depressing that Sean gets all the credit. He takes everything that I work for. I'm gonna fight his fucking ass.
I guess because you type Fightful, you'll see Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful. Jeremy, it says Jeremy Lambert. So maybe it's just like the way you see your name. You know what I mean?
I don't need this brain. Everybody's like, oh, Joel's got like Fightful Overbooked in his name. I don't need all of that. It's just me.
Makes you special, right? You don't need it.
I don't need to be like
brand yourself.
I don't need to be like, oh, Jeremy Lambert of Fightful. Jeremy Lambert of Fight. No, like just because most of the time the stuff I tweet, I don't want the association with Fightful because I'll get us in trouble with half the stuff that I tweet. I'm just trolling
every morning. That same tweet every morning.
Oh, look, that's a morning mantra for the people out there. That's for everyone grinding legally and illegally.
It's the first thing I see every day in my life. Every morning I hit Twitter. It's the first thing I see. I like it every time.
I appreciate
every
it.
time.
You're gonna see it earlier and earlier with the way I've been waking up. Vinny, thank you so much for joining us again. Short notice today. I messaged you at like 6 a.m. Like, hey, you come on the show? Like, yep, I got
Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Joel and Jeremy, thank you for having me. You can find me on Instagram at Vinny Pacifico, Twitter, Vinny Pacifico 1, and just Facebook at Vinny Pacifico, and New Japan this Saturday. Thank you for having me, and I really appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Vinny. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy.
Bless.
Take care.